4 passes in an NFL game, and the next guy he's going to have to match wits with is this guy, Brett Favre of the New York Jets, opening the season against the guy that the Jets cut to make room for Favre, Chad Pennington in Miami, where Joey Porter did not like Mike Nugent putting the Jets football on the tee on his side of the field in pregame.
He's a spark plug.
1-15 a year ago. He's trying to get this team in the right frame of mind.
First quarter, Favre trying to get the team in the right frame of mind as well. Play fake up top. Jericho Cotchery is the Jet to record Favre's first touchdown
and I got
as a Jet.
That kid right there, Jericho Cotchery, is going to have a heck of a season with Favre at the helm.
Nice play action fake. We've seen these same guy, different uniform, but same results.
Yeah, he looks good in green.
And Cotchery's in the end zone. 7-0 Jets. Next Jets possession. It's time for a 32-yard field goal from Mike Nugent, who acts like Joey Porter just hit him.
Yeah, you don't see this very often.
Well, he comes up limp with a thigh injury, so he misses the field goal, and he's hurt. And the Dolphins seemingly get some new life. Instead of being down 10-0, they're still down just 7-0, and then Chad Pennington leads the Dolphins on their best drive in the game to this point, as he looks down the field to hook up with David Martin for 24 yards.
See, that's Chad Pennington's game. In between the numbers, nice, precise pass.
3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal, and Pennington, end zone, Anthony Fasano, touchdown.
That's exactly what he is. He's a passer, Dion. He completes 26 passes, very efficient, and he's always been like that.
Game tied at 7. Jets next
why
possession.
Did they cut him?
Favre is on the plus side of the field. 4th play of the drive, 3rd and 4, and Favre with a bullets to Jericho Cotchery. That's why they cut him. 5 plays later, it's 2nd and 10. And Favre is caught in a rundown in the Marlins infield between 1st and 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd. He goes down. Kendall Langford sacks him. So it's 4th and 13. Time for Nugent to come on for a 39-yard field goal if he wasn't gimpy.
He's gimpy.
And so it's 4th and 13. The man genius is going for it.
Why not? 4-12 a year ago. Why not?
And here's what happens. Favre on that infield again, doing his Eli Manning imitation. And Chancey Stuckey does his David Tyree imitation. Touchdown.
You got to be kidding me. That's amazing. This is just like you draw it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
In the infield dirt.
Put it in your left hand and then fling it.
And watch the safety run up like he's seeing something else. Right there. Where were you going?
Chancey Stuckey. Touchdown.
See, that's why I can't be a coach, because I'm cutting him.
So 4th and 13 works.
I'm cutting him.
Because there's no field goal kicker who can't go for the extra point, so the Jets go for 2.
Might as well.
Well, this doesn't work. Leon Washington, it's broken up. So you got to turn to the backup quarterback to kick?
Yeah,
somebody's got to.
That doesn't look good right there.
The Jets up 13-7. 3rd quarter, 9th play of this drive, 3rd and 5. Favre to Chancey Stuckey.
This kid made 2 great catches that were big in this football game.
And then 2 plays later, here comes that Jets rushing game. Thomas Jones with a 100-yard day. Touchdown.
And they're going to want to stay balanced. Not just throw the ball with Brett. They want to have run and pass balance.
Favre says, do we go for 2? Mangini's like, I know you're going to the Hall of Fame.
I think you should have.
Come on back.
Come on over here. Let
Eric, go for 2 next time.
Point. He doesn't go for 2. They just go for 1, so it's just a 13-point game. And usually those points that are left out on the field by the special teams come back to haunt you. And there is Ted Ginn Jr. right there for 14 yards. 4 plays later, less than 4 minutes to go. Touchdown to Martin. And the tune is lurking.
He's excited. That was an excellent throw.
It's 20-14 with only 1 timeout left the Dolphins have. So the Jets, if they convert this 3rd and 2, it's over. But Damian Woody called for a false start. Bring it back. It's now 3rd and 7, and the Jets decide to run it.
Yeah, that's a
with their gunslinging Hall of Fame quarterback.
Playing it very close to the vest, saying, I'm going to win this on defense.
So they forced the Dolphins to use their last timeout, and Chad Pennington has the dream scenario. He could stick it to the team that cut him for Favre by leading him down the field for a game-winning touchdown. Greg Camarillo, 13 yards next play. Pennington, the touch. Feathery.
Yeah, Ricky Williams one-on-one with a defensive lineman. I take that matchup any day.
2 plays later, still no timeouts remaining. Clock under 30 seconds now. Ronnie Brown decides to cut in. He's got to get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds.
And the refs decide to stop the clock, even though his forward progress looks to be stopped before he goes out of bounds.
They got a break.
3rd and 10, 13 seconds to go. Pennington throws it up for grabs.
It worked for Favre.
Darrelle Revis comes down with it for the Jets. The flag is on Ted Ginn for offensive pass interference, and this one-handed pick seals it for the Jets, breathing a sigh of relief that they don't go down to Pennington in Miami And Favre is now 1-0 as a Jet. He hasn't missed a beat since his first career start 16 years ago. Look at those numbers. His debut with the Jets, quite similar to his Packers debut against the Steelers, and Brett Favre is 1-0.
AFC East, as Brady will now be missing as he started for the New York Jets in Miami. Look at the play action in the second possession of the Jets in the first quarter. Jericho Cotchery, 56-yard touchdown. And Tom, this is Brett Favre.
Well, look at the beautiful play fake, first of all. Plants those feet, throws the ball on a 7 route. You can see it right there. Cotchery right toward the flag. And that's something that the Jets have not had for the last few years. Ability to throw the ball downfield.
Their kicker, Mike Nugent, in for a 32-yard field goal attempt later in the first quarter, but cat scratch fever. He limps to the sideline with a thigh injury. Field goal missed. Jets lose kicker. Jets still up by a touchdown, but it would change things. Miami has scored now to tie it at 7. They went right back and tied it. The Jets forced to go for it, 4th and 13 from Miami 22. Instead of kick a field goal, they can't do it. And Brett Favre turns water into wine. Chancey Stuckey, chances are Stuckey catches it. He might carry the referee, and Favre kind of chuckling over it, you know?
Yeah, Randy Starks tries to get him down. Favre avoids and throws the ball up. It's his magic. It's Favre magic.
So they don't have a kicker. They got to go for 2. Eric Mangini says we have no choice. And Favre tries to throw it, but it's knocked away from Leon Washington. So it's 13-7, not 14-7. Keep that in mind. Now, third quarter, Favre, and they got an improved offensive line with Faneca and the fullback Tony Richardson, and that's Thomas Jones, who ran for 101, a touchdown, 20-7. Nugent now back, makes the extra point. But 20-14, Chad Pennington has led the Dolphins up the field against his old team, the Jets. And the Dolphins didn't have this last year, Tom. He looked good to Ricky Williams.
Absolutely.
Touch pass, 15 yards, out of the 35, clock stop. 2nd and 1, 26, 30 seconds to go. To Ronnie Brown with a stiff arm, and he's hit by the youngster Dwight Lowry. Played a big game, that 4th-round pick did.
Great job of getting out of bounds.
Yes, Brown did an excellent job. 13 seconds to go. Pennington to Ted Tangeray Ginn. But no, it's Darrelle Revis who makes a wonderful interception. The flag is offensive pass interference on Ginn. Revis makes the play, and the Jets go in the heat of Miami, and they win it 20-14. Brett Favre, 15 of 22 for 194 and 2 touchdowns. The Favre wins for the 161st time in his career. And afterwards, well, did you mention that word win? That's what we like to do.
So Brett Favre's a New York Jet, right? Forget about it. I couldn't believe it. And then this guy, Matt Castle, starting for Tom Brady. He hasn't started since he took algebra in like the 8th grade, right? So it's going to be awesome. Well, not so much for the Jets, as Matt Castle comes out calm, cool, and collected in finding Wes Welker a lot.
That's right. Safe passes. Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, right, Coach?
That's right. He's only going to get it to Randy Moss a couple times, but Wes Welker, who had 112 last year, is going to be busy.
Castle 4 of 5 for 61 yards on the drive led to a field goal at 6-0 New England in the second quarter, and Favre makes a nice play to Lavernius Coles. 54-yard pass play down to the Patriots' 25-yard line in the building that had already been quieted by the Patriots' quality start, and a miss by Jay Feely on a field goal earlier is now alive. Leon Washington making some nice moves to take it inside the 5-yard line, but 3 plays later, the Jets can't knock it in.
3 runs in a row, and it's a goal line stand.
Richard Seymour
Came up big down there on the goal line.
forces the field goal at 6-3 in the third quarter now. Favre, his first pick as a Jet. Brandon Merriweather picks it off, and usually you make those mistakes against the Patriots, they will make you pay no matter who's at the controls. And Matt Castle didn't make any mistakes in the day. I mean, he may have missed a read, he may have missed a handoff here and there, but he didn't turn it over.
Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, and that's one of them.
Like Kevin Falk, 22 yards down to the Jets' 8, and then 3 plays later on 3rd and goal, it's Sammy Morris over the top. Jets can't get it in the end zone. The Patriots can, and these are the differences that make the difference, for the lack of a better phrase. It's 16-3 in the 4th quarter. Favre to Dustin Keller, rookie tight end, making a play down to the 20-yard line, and then 3 plays later on 2nd and goal, Favre from the shotgun finds Chancey Stuckey.
I like this play. This play's
big play. You definitely like it.
Let's take a look and see if it is. Let's take a look at this because I like the play. You got Chancey Stuckey on the inside in the slot. Man-to-man against Rodney Harrison. That's a receiver on a safety. Lavernius Coles on the outside. Dion, this is not a pick play, all right? He's just going to casually go down inside there and get in the way. And Rodney Harrison realizes this. He's going to win an Oscar. I'm going to fall down because I got picked. Chancey Stuckey, touchdown is 2nd of the year.
Call it what you want to. That's a pick play.
So while Patriots ensuing drive, Randy Moss casually gets in the way of the ball.
Can't stop him all game long. They played cover 2 on him the entirety of the game.
And then on 3rd and 2, a crucial play. Castle facing the pressure, gets it away to Sammy Morris. Tossing 15 more for roughing the passer as Castle hung in there, moved the sticks, took the hit. That's all you can ask for from your quarterback. He is rightfully fired up. And the Patriots get a field goal, a crucial field goal, because it makes it a 2-possession game. And then Adalius Thomas takes down 2 Jets at the same time.
180-pound back block a 270-pound man.
Last chance for the Jets, essentially, is broken up by Ellis Hobbs. The Jets and Favre go down to the New England Patriots. No Brady, no big whoop. It's the same old for the New England Patriots. They're not scoring as many points, but they're keeping their points off the board from their opponents, and they are 2-0. The Jets are 1-1.
San Diego Chargers have taken down the New York Jets 48-29 at Qualcomm Stadium. And let's take you there for the highlights. Brett Favre and the Jets were hoping for their 2nd victory of the season. LaDainian Tomlinson battling that bum big toe. Rivers picked off early by David Barrett, and Barrett goes in for the 25-yard touchdown. And the Jets on the board early, and Favre out there quickly. But Favre almost gives it right back.
Almost returns the favor. Cromartie, he had the sure hands last year. This year, he's a little suspect with his hands. Should have came up with that interception.
Cromartie had 10 picks a season ago. Thomas Jones on the next play is stripped by Tim Dobbins. Quentin Jammer scoops it up. Jericho Cotchery saves a touchdown. You were talking about they needed to make big plays tonight.
Well, here's a team that led the league last year with 48 takeaways. And again, that's how they make those big plays. Quentin Jammer with the strip.
Rivers over the middle there to Buster Davis. And then on the rollout to Mike Tolbert for the touchdown. Chargers back on top, 10-7. 2nd quarter, same score. Favre out of the shotgun. Looking for
that's the catch.
Lavernius Coles, but Cromartie,
this is what he was doing all of last year, getting those exceptional interceptions. Came up with a great pick on this play. Dropped the easy one, but got the hard one.
Jumped over Coles to pick that one off. The ensuing kickoff, it's Leon Washington. Finds a seam. And Washington almost goes all the way, 94 yards inside the 5. And from there, Favre under duress, but he finds Coles in the back of the end zone. We've got another back and forth Monday night seesaw, 17-14 Chargers. Rivers now. Chris Chambers is wide open. Jets tried an onside kick and it didn't work. It set the Chargers up perfectly and put them on top 24-14. Jets get it back. Favre looking for Cotchery, but he's intercepted by Eric Weddle. And not quite on the same page there with Jericho Cotchery.
And it happens like that, friend. Brett Favre came into the camp late. It's difficult to get on the same page with your wide receiver.
And Rivers now hooking up with Gates for the 6-yard touchdown. The Chargers going to half, leading 31-14. Phillip Rivers, 3 first-half touchdowns. All right, Rivers now dumps it off to LT's backup, Darren Sproles, the little guy, 5'6", but get it to him in space, and he can make something happen. Takes it 25 yards. Tomlinson gets in for his first touchdown of the year.
That's a good sign. LT's in that end zone. He likes to be there.
All right, that put the Chargers on top, 38-14. And Eric Mangini's club trying to get back into this one. Favre looking for Chris Baker. 9 yards. Chargers up 38-20, and then 2nd and goal. It's Favre to Chancey Stuckey for the touchdown. Okay, the Jets, they went for 2, didn't get it. 38-20, still in it. Next Chargers possession. 38-23. Rivers to Vincent Jackson, 60 yards. And on the very next play, LT gets in for the 2nd time this evening. The Chargers extending their lead there, 45-23. They go on to win it 48-29. And TD, this is the game the Chargers needed. They did not want to start 0-3. Rivers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. Tomlinson getting a couple of touchdowns.
First quarter, scoreless, high snap. Rivers handles it finally, but then he got played. David Barrett took it to the house. 18th career pick for Barrett. First career interception. Steve, how did it go down?
Well, you know what? You're early in the game. You get a bad snap. You double pump and you throw it to the sidelines. You deserve for that to happen. Phillip knew that he messed that one up terribly.
7-zip Jets. Later in the first, now 7-3 New York. Thomas Jones with the rock until coughs it up. Fumble recovered by Quentin Jammer. He takes the fumble inside the Jets 20. Emmett, how did he give up the ball?
Well, obviously, when you get into a tight situation like Thomas is in, you want to hold on to the ball with both hands. It's just a great job by the San Diego defense, ripping the ball out of his hand and recovering the fumble and running it back.
Chargers 2nd and goal. Rivers have some to Mike Tolbert, an undrafted free agent out of Coastal Carolina. First career touchdown, 10-7. Chargers, Jets possession, ball in the 50. Favre's pass, tip, and somebody's drinking Haterade. Antonio Cromartie, 11th career pick, 2nd career touchdown, 52 yards to the house. Steve, what impresses you about Cromartie?
Just tremendous athletic ability. Look at this. You could say that's interference, but that's tremendous coverage. Has the wherewithal to bounce it up, take it, and then you see the finally he turns back inside. One of the better athletes I've seen play football in a long time.
17-7 Chargers on the kickoff. Leon Washington of the Jets. And here we go. 94 yards down to the Chargers' 5-yard line. That sets up this. Jets 2nd and goal at the 3. Brett Favre hanging. And that old man can still fire that rock, can he? Lavernius Coles, the 47th different guy that Brett has thrown a touchdown pass to. JTS down 17-14. Next Charger possession. Phillip Rivers with the radar lock to Chris Chambers. Kind of like saying, anything you can do, Brett, I can do better. Emmett, how did he get open?
As you see right here, the Jets were bracketing wide receivers most of the night. Chris Chambers come off inside. They get caught up in the bracket situation and runs right down the middle of the cover 2 zone.
24-14 Chargers, but next Jets possession. Brett Favre looking to be the legend that he is. Instead, he's picked off by Eric Weddle. 39th career pick on Monday Night Football, a record. Steve, it doesn't even look like there's a Jet in the picture.
You know what? He thought, you see the inside receiver he thought was going to go to the corner, I believe, and he went to the post, and that's what he... You know what? These are the kind of things that are going to happen early in the season when you show up late in August in training camp.
San Diego possession, ball in the 6. Rivers to Antonio Gates, the big tight end. 31-14 Chargers. San Diego did not punt a single time in the first half. 3rd quarter, Chargers on the Jet 23. Darren Sproles. Emmett, you're about 5'9". You saw Darren before the game. How tall is he?
He's about 5'4".
But he's a fully grown-up man down to the 2, and next play, LaDainian Tomlinson is cool as the other side of the pillow. His 130th career touchdown, first of the year, 38-14 Chargers. Next Jets possession, 4th and 4 on the 9 of San Diego. Favre's pass in the end zone, almost picked by Clinton Hart. Turnover, though, on downs. Rough night for Brett Favre. 4th quarter, Chargers lead 38-23. New York still hanging around.
So Phillip Rivers is like, I got to make him not hang around. Steve, how pretty is this pass?
Nice, and especially in this situation because he puts it out for his receiver, lets him run underneath it, and you know what? Puts the game away. Phillip Rivers managed a tremendous football game today. Looked like to me, one of the top handful of quarterbacks in the league right now.
Next play, the Wyverns at KO would say that LaDainian Tomlinson is sigtastic. Sigtastic or signasty, both of them. 131st career touchdown for LaDainian. It ties Chris Carter for 6th place all time. The Chargers put a beat down on the Jets, 48-29. Phillip Rivers, 19 of 25, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. His boyhood idol, Brett Favre, 30 of 42, 271. He also threw 3 touchdowns, but he also...
Arizona against the Jets, a rainy day. Kurt Warner wearing gloves that needed Lester Hayes stick-em on them.
Marshall Falk said, when it rains, don't bet on Kurt Warner.
By the way, Brett Favre was not traded to the Pitt Panthers. They're just wearing their old New York Titan uniforms, throwback uniforms, and here comes Sean Ellis throwing one down on Kurt Warner, who fumbles. Edgerrin James recovers for the Cardinals. Next play is 3rd and goal from the 32. Warner to Anquan Bolden, and he fumbles the ball. And Dwight Lowry, the rookie, picks it right up. It's the Jets football.
San Jose State.
3 plays later, Darnell Dockett appears to be offsides. There's no flag on the play.
I think Brett thinks he's got a free play. Just chuck it anywhere you want.
Well, he does chuck it, but right to Cheeky O'Keefe.
O'Keefe.
He had to be taking a free play because you would never throw the ball across the field as a quarterback.
Well, it wasn't a free play. The play counted, but it led to just a blocked field goal. Chris Jenkins, big old hoss right in the middle, just shoving his body weight right into the kick. Jets recover, 2nd quarter. Still no score in this game, mind you. Just keep that in mind when you see what the final score is.
Just a defensive struggle.
Favre to Lavernius Coles to start the scoring. 7-0 Jets, Steve.
Okay, look at this 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. Watch the great protection that Brett Favre is going to get right here. He can see. He's got great vision. He can see it. Chancey Stuckey is number 1 in the progression at the goal line, and Lavernius Coles is number 2. He's going to go to the back end line. Brett throws fired in there to Lavernius Coles.
Wow.
Touchdown, 7-0 Jets.
Very nice. Capped a 10-play drive. Very nice. Kurt Warner, next possession, pick 6 for Darrelle Revis.
If you keep him count, there's 4 turnovers, guys.
14-0. Cards would punt on their next possession. An actual punt in this 2nd quarter. And the Jets get the ball back, and Favre fires down the field for a little wide open Lavernius Coles. 21-0 Jets.
And defender slips. He falls down. He gets hurt. A wide open receiver. He finds him.
Eric Reed is down with a sprained knee. Next possession for the Cardinals. First play, that's Chris Jenkins. Again, jamming his way into the ball, and Warner flips it. Picked off by Eric Smith.
If you're keeping count, there's 5 turnovers.
That's a field goal the Jets would kick out of that. Now the Jets are up 24-0. 2 possessions later, Calvin Pace, former Cardinal, forces another Warner fumble.
If you keep in count, there's 6 turnovers.
8 plays later, Favre finds Coles for another score, Steve.
Oh, my goodness. Take a look at quarterbacks. Always going to look for the matchups on the goal line here, looking for my tall receiver against your short corner. This is not the case. Lavernius Coles is only 5'11". Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is 6'2". But the matchup is a veteran against a rookie. Push off a little bit here. Will you, Lavernius? Watch the push. He doesn't get called. Back shoulder throw, touchdown, 31-0 Jets.
But there's 10 seconds to go. More than enough time to shoehorn in one more turnover. Kurt Warner is hit by David Bowens. Warner fumbled twice in the first half, threw 2 picks, and there was just a few ticks left on the clock for Jay Feely to come trotting out and cap off a 34-point 2nd quarter for the Jets. Game over, right?
Yeah, just game over. That's enough points,
No,
isn't it?
it's not enough points. Here comes Kurt Warner scoring on the first drive of the 2nd half for the Cardinals. After the Jets go 3 and out, it's 4th and 8. Go for it, right? You're down 34-7. Larry Fitzgerald,
He's a strong guy.
Yeah, big, strong, and physical.
5 plays later, here's Edgerrin James busting through, and the Cards go for 2. And Captain Jet is feeling the cabin pressure.
Whoa, that's a grown man in that outfit.
A lot of onside kicks today.
Cardinals go onside. It's 34-50.
He got it.
It works. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie gets the ball amongst the scrum. 4th play of the ensuing drive. Mind you, the Jets have only had 3 snaps of the football. 3 plays in this half. Here comes Steve Breaston, 11-yard gain. 3 minutes and a half. 3 minutes and a half to go in the third quarter. Edgerrin James again. No, it's Tim Hightower.
We have a ball game.
The Cards go for 2 and fail, but it's a 13-point game. We do have a ball game. Jets' next possession in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Cards. 39-yard line. Favre zings one of Lavernius Coles to move the chains. 5 plays later. 2nd and 7 from the Arizona 17. Favre on that gimpy ankle that had him quote-unquote questionable finds Jericho Cotchery wide open. 41-21. Game over, right?
Right.
Yeah, game over.
Not so fast. Next possession for the Cardinals. Warner to Anquan Bolden makes a move.
That's a tough tackle to make. Coming full speed, trying to corral a guy like that, that's a tough tackle.
Man Genius does not like it. It's 41-28, 4th and 1. The Jets have to pick up the first down. They fire for the end zone.
Go for the jugular.
Where's the safety?
It's Jericho Cotchery, 48-28. Game over, right?
Yeah.
No, it's 48-35. Here's Warner.
Where?
Puts the ball on the ground
You
again.
keep it count, there's 8.
Calvin Pace recovers it. 48-35, 2 possessions later for the Jets with 2 minutes to go. 4th and 5, they go for it.
I thought they'd run out the clock.
And they get another touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
They try to
Rookie
blow
from
out the
Purdue.
clock.
6 touchdown passes for Brett Favre. That is a record, a 50-burger for the Jets. 2nd most points for the Jets in franchise history. 56-35 is the final. The Jets scored 27 points off of turnovers and head into the bye week at 2-2 after a game in which they scored 56 points and needed almost all of them to win.
At home against Arizona, and this is the New York Titans uniforms, and it's funny that you're going to see Brett Favre highlight reels 30 years from now, and you're going to see this game. Why? Because he did something he never did before. Lavernius Coles in a scoreless first quarter. Now it's 7-0 Jets second quarter. Ensuing Cards possession, Kurt Warner has plenty of time. Oh, it's Darrelle Revis who picks it up 32 yards, and the Jets lead it 14-0.
And Boom mentioned Warner had plenty of time because the Jets only rushed 2. That means they dropped 9 into coverage. Hard to find an open spot to throw the football. Good pick by Revis and a score.
Good coach in there. Jets now up 14-0 Favre. Zing! Lavernius Coles, good coverage. 34-yard touchdown. 450 career TD passes, Brett Favre. That's an insane number. Chris Jenkins, watch the big fella middle, collapses pocket. Warner going to be picked off by Eric Smith. Leads to a field goal now, 24-0. This all in the second quarter. Cardinals facing their ex-defender Calvin Pace. He's on pace for a sack. Fumble! David Harris for the ball on the Cards' 40-yard line. Jets in business again. 14-6 late in the half. Favre, Coles, touchdown. 34 points in the second quarter. It's a Jets franchise record. Isn't there a Super Bowl in the fourth quarter? But Arizona's come back. They scored 21 quick points in the second half, but now at 41-28, Jericho Cotchery, touchdown. He caught 2 on this day, Tom, for TDs.
Yeah, and watch the safety roll. He's going to bite on the play fake. That's what happens if you're looking in the backfield. Cotchery gets behind the defense for a throw from Brett Favre.
And then the Jets up 48-35, 2 minutes to go on 4th and 5. Why would we punt it or kick it when we can throw a touchdown? It's the rookie Dustin Keller. Brett has never done this as a Packer. 6 touchdown passes, 56-35. Warner, Anquan Bolden, oh boy. Last minute of the game, Bolden hit from behind by Kerry Rhodes. Helmet to helmet, Eric Smith. No penalty, though, certainly will be reviewed, but more important than that, Bolden carted off, looked bad for a while. Not that it's great, but he's hospitalized, precautionary. So what you just saw, the news at least first out, is better than we saw in Anquan Bolden in a game in which the Jets scored the second highest total in their franchise.
spoke for the Bengals. He said after the game that he's going to see the Mets team doctor about his elbow.
Yeah, you got to get a second opinion.
Is that a good thing?
Certainly wasn't for Billy Wagner, put it that way. Here's Brett Favre in those throwback uniforms. And the old New York Titans look more like the Titanic on this play. Chinedum Ndukwe takes the fumble, loose ball, 15 yards for a touchdown. Bengals draw first blood against the Jets. Next drive, fourth play of the drive. It's 4th and 1 at the Cincinnati 38. And Favre with an empty backfield. Buys time, finds Lavernius Coles to move the chains. Keep the drive alive. 6 plays later, after 2 Jet penalties negated 2 Jet touchdowns, it's 3rd and goal from the 19. And Favre throws for Coles in the end zone, incomplete, but there's another penalty flag, this one on Leon Hall for illegal contact. So the Jets get a new set of downs. And 3 plays after the new sets of downs, they score their 3rd touchdown of the drive, but this one counts.
Easy throw to Thomas Jones in the flat.
7-all. Second quarter, Jets up 10-7 now. Ryan Fitzpatrick getting the start, and the Harvard man, he got hands under the ball for one bit too long, love it.
You gotta throw it when you're on the run like that. You can't set up when you're under duress.
Hank Poteet causes the fumble. Go tell the others. First time Jim Backus ever said the words Hank Poteet, I believe. 3 plays later, it's Thomas Jones with his 2nd score of the day. Jets go up by 2 scores, 17-7. 2 possessions later for the Bengals, Fitzpatrick begins to click with his guys on 4th and 2. It's TJ Houshmandzadeh, nice grab. Bengals keep that drive alive. 7 plays later, Fitzpatrick finds Ben Utecht, and the booth doesn't buzz down, even though the Jets believe that there was a juggle on the play. And after further review, even though it wasn't reviewed, you could see Utecht doesn't potentially corral it. Ball's loose. You can't tell specifically, but there was no buzz down. It's in the last 2 minutes. And so Fitzpatrick just gets to the line and rushes into the end zone. And that's how the Bengals make it a 3-point game at half.
Remember why they don't look at it sometimes up there.
They were in Giants Stadium a couple weeks ago, almost beat the Giants there. Here they're just hanging with the Jets, down 6.
Nice move.
But that's when the Jets began to move the chains. Jericho Cotchery, 10-yard drive on 3rd and 4. 3 minutes to go. Favre, play action. Chris Baker, 6 yards, 1st down. Next play, it's Thomas Jones, had only 2 touchdowns for the Jets all year last year. 3 touchdowns on this day alone. And the Jets go over 500. They are 3-2. They head out to Oakland to play the Raiders next week.
Titans uniforms, can you?
Yeah, you can, actually.
Oh, what are you thinking? Jets, that's them in the dark jerseys hosting the Bengals, and they may be dressed in those uniforms, but in some ways they are still the Jets. 3rd and goal, Favre, Dustin Keller, touchdown flag. Ineligible receiver, Jets take the touchdown off the board. So now 3rd and goal on the 9, Favre, Jericho Cotchery, again, touchdown, and the offensive pass interference. Chances Stuckey, 10-yard penalty, 1 more look. Stuckey pushes off, trying to set a screen, which may get you to thinking that if you go ahead and wear these uniforms, you deserve to lose. 3rd and goal on the 19, Lavernius Coles, and now hold on is going the other way. 2 flags on the play, Marvin. Leon Hall, illegal contact, 5-yard penalty, and an automatic 1st down. So now the flags are going the Jets' way. They go all the way back to the 2. Thomas Jones, and this time, no flags. Jets finally tie it 7-7. Favre's 13th touchdown pass as a Jet. Thomas Jones, only 3 touchdowns in 20 career games with the Jets. He would significantly add to that total here. 2nd quarter, burst in a gut. 17-7, late 4th. Jones, his first career 3-touchdown game. Jets win. Bengals 0-6 for the first time since 2002 when they went 2.
Jets, Raiders, the cable guy. He's going to be around to install cable between 1 and 4 p.m. Sunday. Taking on the Jets. 2nd quarter of this game tied at 3. Brett Favre, Thomas Jones, who had the 2nd best day of his career, 159 yards in the day. The Jets couldn't punch it in the end zone. Brett Favre throws a pick in the red zone. No points. The Jets would need those points later on in the game. Jabril Wilson with the pick. Opening drive of the third quarter, the Raiders began to put some first downs together. Jamarcus Russell to Darren McFadden out of the backfield, gain of 16 down inside the red zone. 5 plays later, 3rd and goal at the 8. How about Russell moving out of the pocket?
Yeah, this shows me some good mobility. He's going to his left. He remains a passer. He finds a receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Javon Walker puts the Raiders up 10-3. Brett Favre getting in a call from the sidelines as the Jets ball. It's 3rd and 2. What do they do? Yeah, they're going Wildcat. Favre split out up top. Brad Smith, former Missouri quarterback, getting the snap on 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, he can do this, guy. This is going to be a good Wildcat. That kid can throw the football.
And it works, you know why? Because Favre sells his part.
Look at that stance and start. He can go deep.
He's going to pull a hammy out there.
And then the next play, here's Smith on the end around. Who's throwing the blast?
Block somebody here.
He grazed him.
It worked.
Go for the hip, Deion. Go for the hip. Got to make a business decision as you get him down.
36-yard gain for Smith. 2 plays later, little Leon Washington getting larger in the end zone. We're tied at 10. Ensuing drive for Oakland, 4th and 2. Deep in their end, they go for the fake punt.
Huge play in this game.
Great fake.
John Alston with the fake. Gives Oakland a new set of downs. And with those downs, 2 plays later, Darren McFadden out of the backfield, 25 yards, the attack on 15 more for the face mask. That gave the Raiders a 13-10 lead on a Sebastian Janikowski field goal. Nets Jets possession. 2 minutes to go in the game. Favre throws to nobody. There's D'Angelo Hall with the pick. And he takes it to the 40-yard line. Under 2 minutes remaining. The Jets needing to get the ball back using all their timeouts on 3rd and 7. Justin Fargas taken down by David Harrison, Kerry Rhodes. The Raiders are forced to punt, and the Jets do have one last Favre chance. 1 minute and 7 to go. 3rd and 10, deep in their own end. Favre to Chancey Stuckey.
Get out of bounds.
And the Jets now have a Chancey. He doesn't get out of bounds. They got to clock it. They do. 26 seconds left. 4 plays later. Favre to Brad Smith. 18-yard gain. Almost breaks free. So in comes Jay Feely for a 52-yarder to tie it. It's up. It's no good. The Raiders win, except the cable guy calls timeout. Tom Cable calls timeout.
That's what coaches do. Ice them.
Jay Feely, like my golf game, player B is better. It's a 52-yarder, and we do go to overtime. And the Jets get the ball first. Brett Favre couldn't do a thing in overtime. The Jets had 3 possessions in overtime. Trevor Scott drops Favre there. 3rd possession of the overtime for the Raiders. Russell to Javon Walker. 16 yards. That red line means they're inside Sebastian Janikowski's range, according to CBS. But his range would have been San Francisco. 57-yarder, longest field goal to ever win a game in overtime in NFL history. And the Raiders win their first game at home in the Cable administration.
Where 40 years ago, it was the Heidi game. Now, Brett Favre, Jets, down 10-3. 4th quarter, and look at Favre help spring Brad Smith on the reverse, Tom. Brett's 39 years young. What's he doing?
Well, this is the thing we love about Brett Favre, the enthusiasm that he has for the game, putting his body on the line right there, throwing a nice block to spring a runner.
And that got the Jets moving, in which Leon Washington, the little one, makes a run up the middle for a touchdown. We're tied at 10, 8 minutes to go. Raiders, 4th and 2. And what the heck? We've only won once. We're going to snap it to the up man, John Alston. The Raiders get Cable.
I like it.
Tom Cable, new head coach. And first down Raiders. Marcus Russell. Darren McFadden. Now he can move. Big gain and tack on 15 yards for a face mask. First down. There it is. And Sebastian Janikowski, 37-yard field goal. Good. 13-10 Oakland. 3 minutes to go. Next possession, Jets. Favre. Just like a punt, but picked up by D'Angelo Hall. But 3-and-out Raiders. Jets get the ball again. All this happened in the last Favre, own end zone. And chances are, Chancey Stuckey. He doesn't go out of bounds. Heads up move.
And the DB was guarding the sideline. He got an added 15 yards.
Spike it, which Favre does. Then to Brad Smith. He almost fought his way free to the 35-yard line. Now, Jay Feely, 52-yard field goal for the tie. See me, Feely, doink! It's no good, but I hate this rule. Stop it. They called a timeout, so what happens? That kick never happened. This one did. 52 yards. We're going to overtime, tied at 13. The teams each had, 3 possessions in overtime? Late in the OT, Jamarcus Russell to Zach Miller inside the Jets' 40. They couldn't go any farther, and 57 yards, you're going to win a game? Sebastian Janikowski with a high ball. Good! 57 yards. The longest field goal ever to win overtime. The old record, Chris Jackie squeezed one through way back for the Packers, 53. Janikowski does it, and the Raiders finally get cable. They win it, and they up their mark to 2-4. The Jets fall to 3.
And the Raiders played hard today, which was something that we were.
Jets, 260th consecutive start for Favre, taking on Tyler Thigpen of Coastal Carolina. First quarter, Favre, scoreless game, Jericho Cotchery, crossing route, 21-yard gain. Favre put it up 40 times against a team that gave up 300 yards rushing at home last week.
What you trying to say, Coach? What you trying to say, Rich?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. It worked out to Leon Washington right there for a touchdown. Jets up 7-0 early as Washington followed the convoy on a well-set-up screen that Washington sort of bailed out, plucking it out of the air.
This guy gives a lot of players in college hope, undersized players, that they can make it.
17 ticks left the first quarter. Brandon Flowers with the easy pick. Favre's 9th pick of the year.
Yeah, the same reason you love Brett Favre, you despise him at times.
Second
because he takes chances.
Well, how would KC do after that pick? He'll turn it into points. Dwayne Bowe, 12-yard gain. 2 plays later, Tyler Thigpen, everybody, to Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, to Tony.
We got a tie game.
Just keeps extending his records with receiving yards and touchdowns for tight ends.
Favre and the Jets offense struggled at home against Kansas City. Favre picked off by Jared Page here. And then there's a wide open Cotchery. Look out. Favre, 2 picks in the first half, although 12 of 17 for 134 yards. Tied at 7, just 2 minutes to go in the half, and here's Leon Washington breaking loose.
That's what they need to do now to get this run game going. He and Thomas Jones have got to carry more of the load.
Jets up 14-7 after that 60-yard scamper. I'm not saying, Dan, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
Chiefs' next drive, Jamal Charles, however, right before the half. This young running back with a 30-yard gain as LJ is benched again. 4 plays later, 30 ticks left in the half, 3rd and 13. Tyler Thigpen, everybody. Dwayne Bowe picks up the first down. Two plays later, 10 ticks left in the half. Thigpen, back of the end zone. Mark Bradley ruled out, but there's a buzz down from upstairs.
Let's look at it.
Yeah, Herm's like, it's a touchdown. Who knows? He would be correct.
He's like, come on, man, throw me a ball.
There's 1. There is 2.
Yeah.
And that's a touchdown.
Sure is.
We're tied at halftime of this game. Jets are down 17-14. 2:18 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 8 from the Kansas City 10. Derek Johnson almost picked 6. 3 plays later, they give it to Thomas Jones. Touchdown. I'm not saying, dude.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Are you saying they should have given the ball more to Thomas Jones?
21-17, Jets are up. 4th quarter, 3rd and 2 from the Kansas City 8. It worked before. Thomas Jones, no. Brandon Flowers, yes. 91 yards to the house. He's gone, and there's nothing they could do about it. Kansas City on top, 24-17, midway through the 4th quarter in the Meadowlands. 2:30 left in the game. After exchanging punts, Favre The number 4 Magic working. Chancey Stuckey over the middle 18 yards. 1:05 left in the game. Favre, back shoulder, Lavernius Coles, touchdown.
What a throw. What a one-hand catch by Coles for the win.
And the Jets breathe a sigh of relief, improving to 4-3. Next up at Buffalo next week.
Jersey, they're battered and bruised. And Brett Favre, second in the league with 8 interceptions coming into the game. Brandon Flowers, second pick of the game in the fourth quarter with the Jets up by 4. Favre couldn't make the play, and the Chiefs lead. They had 3 interceptions as a team all season coming into the game. Favre picked off 3 times. He heard the Boo Birds in New Jersey. Leon Washington. With the Jets down 24-21, just over 3 minutes to go. Look at Steve Weatherford, the punter. Whee! With a piggyback ride. It saves some more yardage. Ensuing drive. Favre puts the booze out of his head. Underthrows Lavernius Coles just by a little bit, and just by a little bit, that much. The Jets survive. 28-24 redemption for Favre, but what about those boos? Didn't hear them in Green Bay.
Man Favre. And I don't mean to say that, but that's what you say when you're taking on your 112th different starting quarterback in your career. 112.
Is that all?
Different starting quarterback to face Brett Favre. 3-0 Jets after the Jets get a field goal in their opening possession. Marshawn Lynch is free and running easy. 42-yard gain, but the Bills ran for only 30 yards in the day.
Yeah, but this big guy's turning into a complete back, running, blocking, and catching the ball out of the backfield.
2 plays later, they play fake to Lynch, and that leaves Derek Fine wide open in the end zone. First career catch is a touchdown.
That was a fine catch.
He did a fine job spiking it.
Wow. Bills up 7-6. 2 possessions later, Edwards to Roscoe Parrish.
Roscoe!
Gain of 22 yards. 10th play of that drive. 2 plays later, Edwards is picked. Abram Elam is gone, and there's nothing they can do about it.
See ya.
92 yards. This was a crucial sequence in this game, guys.
Tightening up.
Get in there. Eric Smith on the day. That's a great job by replacement secondary.
Well, 13-7 right there. That was to a 12-play drive, right? The Bills get the ball back and start driving again. 6th play of this drive. Edwards to Lee Evans, 19 yards. 6 plays later, it's 4th and 1, and the cagey Dick Duran says to go for it.
Why not?
And the Jets stuff Fred Jackson. So the Bills have the ball for 27 straight plays in 15 straight minutes, and the Jets outscored the Bills 7-0 in that stretch. And then Favre gets the ball with 16-10 score, the lead in the third quarter. Favre to Jericho Cotchery, gain of 35 yards. Very next play, it's Thomas Jones running it in. 23-10 Jets.
Thomas Jones is a productive guy. 69 yards on the day, but 6 catches as well.
Fourth quarter we go after a Ryan Lindell missed field goal. The Jets have the momentum, and then it's suddenly wearing a blue shirt.
Oh, jeez.
Jabari Greer with a pick 6, second pick 6 against Favre in as many weeks. Favre, the first player with that pick to throw 300 career interceptions.
Well, you hit a home run, you usually strike out a lot, too.
Jets ensuing possession, that's what Reggie Jackson did many times. Favre to Jericho Cotchery on 3rd and 3 with 9 minutes to go. First down, 4 plays later, 6 minutes to go. Jones, a gain of 23 yards. He finished with 69 yards and 12 carries and a score. 7 plays later, it's 4th down. They go for the field goal to go up 9. And despite the high snap, Jay Feely boots it through. A little bit too much excitement for Favre from that field goal. And the Jets improve to 5-3 in the AFC East, while the Buffalo Bills fall to that mark after being 4-0. They've outscored their opponents by nearly 12 points per game in the first 4, but they've lost 3 of their last 4 games thanks to that negative turnover differential. Favre afterwards.
I didn't throw a touchdown pass, at least to us. I hate to even laugh about that or smile, but it's one of those games where we won And we had plenty of opportunities to even have more scores. It goes without saying. The bottom line is we won the game the way we won it. However that may be, whatever. And I've played almost 300 games, or maybe 300 games. They're all different. They're all different. But when you win, they all feel great.
Bills, Dick Duran, well-earned extension earlier in the week. Trent Edwards off a tough game at Miami. You're so fine, Derek 5. Touchdown. A fourth-round pick, the rookie. And so the Bills lead 7-3. But then, it's a blitz off the corner. Darrelle Revis coming off the edge. Ball loose. Revis falls on it. Edwards fumbles. Sets up a field goal, 7-6 game. Talk about a turnover. Abram Elam from Kent State picks it off, and he could go all the way. Marshawn Lynch gives it a shot. 92 yards. One of the longest, obviously, in Jets history. Not the longest. Jets lead 13-7. Brett Favre to Jericho Cotchery with a 16-10 Jets lead in the third. Terrence McGee drags him down after a 35-yard hookup. Next play, Thomas Jones just threw there. 23-10 the Jets. So now the Bills, can they come back in the fourth quarter? It's been Trent Edwards' quarter. C.J. Mosley is there for the sack. Forces Lindell to kick a 43-yard field goal, and Ryan missed it. First play after the missed field goal, Brett Favre says, well, wait a minute, Buffalo, you're back in business. What? Picked off by Jabari Greer. 42 yards. Now it's a one-score game. Brett helped up. Kozlowski in.
Well, you can see that Brett was under a lot of pressure. He throws a pick. You're up by 13. You're going to be second-guessed, but, why are you throwing the ball as a team?
Now they're up 9, and Edwards looking for James Hardy and Revis. Boy, he's such a good player. Makes the pick in the end zone. And so all of a sudden the Buffalo Bills, who were 4-0 and then who were 5-1, have been losing lately. The Bills losers of 3 of 4, and the New York Jets have won 4 out of their last 5. A very big win for Brett Favre and the Jets. And what a heads-up play made by Leon Washington on special teams in another instant. Hard to explain that, but the Jets making some heads-up plays which bought them field position and a smile from their quarterback.
Meanwhile, the Jets against the Rams, Steven Jackson was dressed, just not in a uniform.
Oh, it's opening.
Jets' first play of the game. This is what we call as a tone setter on the day. Thomas Jones, 20 yards. 6 plays later, the Jets hand it off to Jones again. 5 carries for 53 yards on the opening drive that he capped with this touchdown run.
Good piece of run. That offensive line is starting to take over the line of scrimmage.
Next Jets possession after a Rams 3-and-out. Brett Favre, play fake. Dustin Keller is a rookie tight end who lit up the combine, and now he's become a factor.
Yes, he played his best game today.
6 catches for 107 yards. Ensuing Rams possession. Mark Bulger's that led to a field goal. Pow! Smoked by Abram Elam, who had a pick 6 last week in Buffalo. Calvin Pace's big man with football.
This is another one of their free agent acquisitions in the offseason.
4th Jets defensive touchdown of the season. This was challenged by Jim Haslett, but it didn't stand up, as it was clearly a fumble by Bulger and a touchdown. Next Jets possession after another 3-and-out by the Rams. Favre almost picked by Fakir Brown.
And you can't miss opportunities against Brett Favre.
Certainly when 2 plays later, with the new life, with the extra life, Thomas Jones pops it in the end zone. Second of 3 rushing touchdowns for Jones, and now we're showing you some miscues. It's pretty bad when you're down 27-0, and that's when NFL Game Day starts showing miscues. Derek Stanley stripped of the ball by Dwight Lowry. Kerry Rhodes picks it up. We see a lot of Kerry Rhodes in this highlight. That led to a Jay Feely field goal, 30-0. Next Rams possession, Bulger to Donnie Avery, and Kerry Rhodes picks it. There he is again. I told you.
He just threw that ball and just prayed for himself after he released that.
That led to
second quarter, Rich?
Yeah, that led to a Dustin Keller 1-yard touchdown. And then there's still enough time left in the half to shoehorn in one more turnover with 20 seconds to go. Kenneth Darby puts it on the turf, which led to one more Jay Feely field goal attempt of the half from 55 yards out for a first half 40-burger. He got it! 47-3, the Jets wind up winning, the largest margin of victory in franchise history. So the Jets and the Patriots heading into the Thursday night football game on NFL Network are both 6-3. The Bills, who used to be 4-0, are now in last place in division. Again, the Jets 6-3.
Have a Thursday game in New England. This would be your donut game. It's the Rams. We're not that well. Somebody forgot to tell the Jets that this is the way they were supposed to be because Thomas Jones, in the end zone, 13-yard touchdown, 7-0 Jet, 10-0 Abram Elam. Bang! Mark Bowler, if I could only find the ball. Calvin Pace, he's on a medium pace right here. 50-yard touchdown. Elam made a big play a couple weeks ago against Buffalo. And look, this is just a bam.
Well, Elam, great job of timing out this blitz, and I'll give great credit to Calvin Pace for being able to pick up the ball on the run. Great for a linebacker.
17-0 the Jets. Then Jones. Thomas Jones had 3 touchdowns. Here's his next one. And the Jets lead 24-0, but they're not done. Up 30-0 Favre. And now you saw on this day, Dustin Keller, one of their number 1 picks, the tight end of which so much is expected. He starting to get a feel. 37-0. The Rams, 20 seconds on the clock. They just want to do something. Kenneth Darby. And Brian Thomas, 99, makes the hit. Eric Barton on the ball. And that sets him up for, well, you might as well try it. 55 yards. I did see The Who a couple weeks ago. See me, feel me, touch me. It's good. 55-yard field goal, and that ties a Jet record. Longest ever. Pat Leahy, John Hall, now Feely in the books. They led 40-0 at the half. Largest lead ever, Jets. They win 47-3. Largest margin of victory ever, New York Football Jets. They ran for 206 yards. First win, by the way, over the Rams franchise since they were L.A. in 1983. And so the Jets are 6-3. The Patriots.
Emotional loss for the New England Patriots here at home against the New York Jets. The Jets were coming into this game on a 3-game winning streak. Matt Castle taking on Brett Favre, trying to sweep the season series. Favre's first appearance in New England as a New York Jet. The Jets came out strong. First possession, 4th play of Favre on 3rd and 6 to Lavernius Coles. This was initially ruled incomplete. Mangini challenged, and it was a good challenge.
It was a good challenge because it's a in first quarter, do you challenge just a first down call? But it proved to be worthwhile.
Because it was a first down grab by Lavernius Coles, and then 6 plays later, it's Leon Washington taking the short pass into the end zone, and the Jets with a nice long drive to open the game. 7-3, we're wildcatting now. Brad Smith with the direct snap. This led to a field goal, and part of the sell, Brett Favre selling the deep route, Marshall.
Exactly. Watch the slant route. Put his hand. I'm open. That's the Randy Moss.
Now in our pregame show, we flash back to our pregame show. Leon Washington showing how he returns one to the house. Why are we showing this, Dion?
Either it's a big play or a boo-boo.
And it is
a big play. Look at the vision. Look at the awareness. He's totally untouched. Great blocking, great scheming by the New York Jets, and big play Leon Washington comes through.
92 yards. Jets are up 17-6, and they're ecstatic. Jets next possession, 3rd play of. 6 minutes to go in the half. Favre launching one at Jericho Cotchery. One-hand grab.
What a great catch. Great concentration. They're going to get a penalty on the defense. That's going to be declined. Great catch by Jericho.
How many New York wide receivers are going to catch the ball against the helmet against the Patriots? There's another one. Unbelievable. 2 plays later, Favre
finds Cotchery, leans it over the goal line, touchdown, and the Jets are rolling 24-6, but Matt Castle, right before the half, came up with a huge touchdown drive.
And this was a drive that really kept these guys in the game. Matt Castle not only paying dividends with his arms, but his legs came up big today.
Yeah, Matt Castle with the run right there. 62 yards rushing for Matt Castle. Led to a touchdown before the end of the half. 24-13, and then the last play of the third quarter with it 24-13. It's Ben Watson with the score right there. 24-19. What does the chart say, Steve?
Well, it says go for two.
And they do just that. With no time left in the third quarter. It's a 3-point game now. The Jets were up 24-6 at one point. It's 24-21. Jets get the ball back. They had only 2 first downs in the third quarter. Only 20 yards of offense in the third quarter. Here's the fourth quarter. Jericho Cotchery, nice grab, trying to get the first down, and Gary Guyton recovers loose ball. Patriots in business, down 3.
A heck of a catch and first down, but you got to hang on to the football.
Plus side of the field, 3 plays later, Castle, deep ball, Randy Moss.
Oh, one of the few times Randy Moss uncovered deep, and you got to hit those big ones.
Patriots settled for a game-tying field goal. We're tied at 24, and then the Jets threw a fat drive on the Patriots. Chancey Stuckey on the 9th play of the possession, picking up a first down on 3rd and 2. 3 plays later, 3rd and 6. Favre looks for Jericho Cotchery, throws it out of the end zone, but there's laundry on the field. Mike Vrabel called for defensive holding.
Defense, number 50.
That gave a first down to the Jets. Your thoughts?
Right there, he's beyond contact. I don't know if they make the right call. Looked like illegal contact more than PI.
3 plays later, Thomas Jones punches it through. The Jets are back on top, 31-24 with over 3 minutes to go. The Patriots now need a game-tying, game-saving drive out of Matt Castle, but here comes Chris Jenkins up the gut.
He hadn't played much because it was all nickel in the third quarter, and they put him in as a defensive tackle to rush the passer and do just that.
And then the Patriots punt it away, so they need to prevent the Jets from getting 1 first down. If the Jets get this first down, the game is over, and Thomas Jones doesn't pick it up. Gerard Mayo with a huge game. The rookie forces the Jets to punt. Here comes Matt Castle, 23 seconds to go. 2nd and 1. Ben Watson. Wes Welker. 14 yards. Got to spike it. They do. With 8 seconds to go. Bringing up 4th and 1. So they got to go. Got to go for the end zone as well. Castle gets out of the rush. Throws to the end zone. Randy Moss. Did he get it? He did.
Third catch of the day. What a great one. Does he get them both down? Yes.
The booth buzzed down for review. Play stood as called as Moss beats none other than Ty Law.
It's a great battle all day.
What a great catch right there. And the throw by Matt Castle at a crucial point in time in the game.
Gene Steratore. Yes, it's a touchdown. We're going to overtime. And the Jets call tails, Dion. Because what tails?
Never fails. Tails never fails.
Favre on 3rd and 15. Huge pickup to Dustin Keller.
3rd and 15. I was telling Marshall, you got to blitz in that situation. If you're the New England Patriots defense, you got to come at Brett Favre.
7 plays later, Favre on 2nd and 10. Throws to Lavernius Coles down the middle for 16 yards down to the 24-yard line. And 4 plays later, it's Jay Feely coming out for the game winner from 34 yards away. The Jets were up 24-6 and overtime was forced on him. And Feely got it from 34 yards out, and the Jets are in first place in the AFC East. A Belichick-Mangini handshake as Mangini has won 2 of his first 3 regular season visits to the place where he once belonged, and Favre, no picks, a virtually clean game for the Jets, 34-31. Favre, 26 of 33 for 258 yards and 2 scores. Dustin Keller, the rookie tight end, leading the team with catches in 8 and tying Jericho Cotchery for a team leading 87 yards in a contest that Matt Castle threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Bad weather. At Gillette Stadium, but at kickoff still just cloudy. Brett Favre threw for only 181 yards in week 2 to New England in the loss. Eric Mangini, Bill Belichick know each other quite well. 3rd and 8, first Jets possession. Favre to Dustin Keller, who breaks a tackle. Keller would play a big part in this game, good and bad. 3rd down conversion for Favre. That's a theme for Favre throughout this game. 3rd and 2, complete to Leon Washington for the score. Jets make a statement early. Favre fired up. They have a 7-0 lead. That's the first opening drive touchdown allowed by the Patriots this season. And then later in the first, Jets go with that Wildcat formation. What's up with that, Mark Schlereth?
Well, you know what? It puts so much pressure on the defense. And look right here, Smith, the quarterback, he's got the option. You can't play it, and he's athletic enough to take it down the sideline for a big gain. Really puts pressure on the defense because it's very hard to practice. And look at Brett Favre, by the way. Hey, I'm open. Would you throw me the ball?
He's awesome. Jets would kick a field goal, 10-3 lead. After Patriots kick another field goal, Leon Washington pulling a Leon Washington. Woo. 4th kickoff return for a touchdown in his career, first this year. And your boy Brett Favre thrilled on the sidelines. It's a 17-6 Jets lead. And then Brett Favre gets Jericho Cotchery into the act. Just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Favre, deep, Cotchery, and Ellis Hobbs fighting for the ball. Cotchery makes the catch. The ball comes out. A flag is thrown. What's this, Mark?
Well, it's a pass interference, but it doesn't really matter. And what is it with New York wide receivers catching the ball against their helmet? Look at this catch. What concentration, fighting off the defensive back. Yeah, it looked like he was on the phone. Hello, this is Jericho. Can I help you?
And here he is again. The connection clear for the touchdown. Favre celebrating with Cotchery. The chemistry is there. It's a 24-6 Jets lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. Patriots going for it, 4th and 3. Matt Castle threw for 400 yards, but he's sacked by C.J. Mosley. Patriots turn it over on downs, come away empty. After a Jets punt, Patriots get the ball back. Castle scrambling, slides for a first down at the Jets' 30. 62 rushing yards, a career high for Matt Castle. Later in the drive, 4th and 1, the sneak. That'll work. Patriots go for it again on 4th down, and this time they get it. 20 seconds left in the half. Castle to Jabbar Gaffney for the score. Patriots looking good there, had the momentum. Down 24-13 at the half, but New England has never won a game. They were down at the half this year. To the 3rd, Castle to Ben Watson, who fumbles it. Kerry Rhodes picks it up for the Jets and returns it out to the Jets' 35. Patriots turn it over. Mark, what's going on?
Well, you know, you got to hold on to the ball. This happened, but the thing I love about the Patriots, they're resilient. They get on the sideline. Belichick coaches them up, says, hey, guys, keep focused. We're going to get back in this game.
Another 3rd down spot for Brett Favre, 3rd and 2, and he gets tackled short of the first down marker by Mayo. Patriots D stepping up again. Now, the ensuing New England drive, Matt Castle, he's got plenty of time. And this one is going to be complete to Watson for the score. And just like that, the Patriots are now down only 24-19. Castle indicating the Pats going for 2. Did you like this call, Mark?
Yeah, you know what? I love this call. Get yourself right back in this game. Get within a field goal, which you could have had you not gone for it on 4th down and 3. You could have tied it up right there. So maybe a slight mistake by Belichick early in this game.
All right, so it's a 3-point game. Favre to Cotchery, who fumbles it, and it's recovered by the Patriots. Gary Guyton. Patriots get the ball right back. Mangini has seen better times. Ensuing Pats drive, Castle looking deep. Randy Moss is wide open, but he overthrows him. Would have been a touchdown. Patriots forced to kick a field goal on the drive. They tied at 24, though, and Brett Favre, this is his time. This is why they got him, and he takes over. Just over 5 minutes to play. Complete to Chancey Stuckey, and the huge hit by Mayo, but Stuckey gets the first. Later in the drive, Favre. He decides to throw it away, but wait a minute, a flag down, Mark.
Yeah, this was called holding. It really wasn't. I think if you called this pass interference, that's one thing. I don't see the hold here. You're still within right about the 5-yard marker, a little deep. But if you want to call pass interference, I'm okay with that. Holding, I'm not so sure about.
And the Jets are okay with Thomas Jones rushing in for the touchdown. His 4th straight game with a rushing TD. 95 yards on the ground for Jones. Favre and the Jets up 31-24. 36 seconds left for Matt Castle. To Wes Welker. What a force was Welker in this game. And then Castle to Welker again. All he did was have 7 catches for 108 yards for the first down. And then Castle rushing to the line, spiking it. The spike was the 3rd down play, so that brings up 4th and 1. And on 4th and 1, Castle gets out of that. And then an accurate pass to number 81, Randy Moss. Unreal, Mark.
Yeah, you know, you can't do it any better than that. First off, Castle shows his athletic ability scrambling, and then look at that. He couldn't have put that ball in a better place had he run over there and handed it to Randy Moss. Excellent execution by the offensive quarterback and Randy Moss as well.
So we go to overtime, tied at 31. Brett Favre says no one was more nervous at this time than him in the building. Complete to Keller, who gets the first down. He had dropped an easy touchdown pass earlier in the game. Keller coming up large for Brett Favre and company. Here, 3rd and 1. It means so much, right, to have this guy engineering these plays, huh, Mark, to have Brett Favre there?
It gives you such a swagger when you have a guy like that in the huddle. You know, if I do my job, he's going to do his and give us a chance to win. And what do you always say? Don't throw it back across your body. Unless you can throw it at 107 miles an hour, then you can do it.
Yeah, Lavernius Cole's hands still hurt from that. And then Jay Feely, 34-yard attempt. And whoo, big sigh of relief for Brett Favre, Feely and company as the Jets win. The field goal just sneaks just inside the upright. The Jets gain sole possession of first in the AFC East. Whew, Bill, oh, that's a short handshake. So what else is new? Jets win it by 3 in overtime. A big hug there. Brett Favre finished 26 of 33, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And oh, by the way, Favre 5 of 6 for 56 yards in overtime. And Matt Castle, 30 of 51 for 400 yards. That is a career high.
Leading up to our Thanksgiving night game. But let's talk about the team that we've been talking about all year long as potentially going undefeated. The Titans and Kerry Collins taking on the New York Jets and Brett Favre, and the Jets came out on fire. Favre to Dustin Keller, just like they were throwing in the last game in overtime on NFL Network a couple weeks back.
Dink and dunk, low-risk offense, but they were successful getting the ball out of Brett Favre's hand into the hands of the playmakers.
Lavernius Coles, that was the 7th play of the Jets' opening drive, and here's the final play of the Jets' opening drive. Thomas Jones taking it in on the screen. Favre 6 for 6, 72 yards, capped the drive with his 500th career touchdown pass. Meanwhile, the Titans couldn't hang on to the ball early on. Algie Crumpler.
I was surprised how many throws early that they called. They got away from the run game right away in this game.
Lendale White dropped that one on first down in the second possession, and then a 3-and-out completed there as Chris Johnson can't hang on. Next Titans possession, Bo Scaife wide open, can't hold on to it.
That was big. That could have been big yards.
And the Jets took advantage of getting the ball back up 7-0 midway through the second quarter. Favre again to Lavernius Coles. 25-yard gain right there. Coles at 88 yards receiving on the day. And then 6 plays later, Keith Bullock makes a great play in the end zone, knocking it away from Dustin Keller. Jets have to settle for a field goal, 10-0. It's 10-3 with 45 ticks left in the half. Albert Haynesworth doesn't get up from this takedown of Favre because Javon Curse's leg hit him in the back of the head.
And this was huge for the Tennessee Titans. It allowed the New York Jets to get their running game going as soon as he left the game.
So he would return, but sporadically. So the Jets up 13-3 midway through the third quarter. Chris Johnson turning on the Jets against the Jets, but Abram Elam, who's made some nice plays in the secondary for the Jets, strips the ball away. Brian Thomas recovers in the Jets' ensuing possession. Favre, pump fake, zings it in the end zone to Coles.
3 guys in coverage near Lavernius Coles, but Brett Favre's going to shoot it in there every now and then, and he got the touchdown.
Turning the turnover into points. The Jets on top of the undefeated Titans in Tennessee, 20-3. It's 20-6 in the fourth quarter when little Leon's getting larger. Leon Washington, he's gone, and there's nothing they can do about it. 61 yards, 27-6.
Running game, passing game, blocking out of the backfield, special teams. He's a threat everywhere.
Well, it's time for Collins, has to sling it around now. Down 21, and he finds Justin Gage for 37 yards right there. 3 plays later, it's 2nd and goal. And Ahmad Hall out of the backfield cuts the Jets lead at 27-13, but the Jets put together an interesting drive, to say the least. Interesting because there was a couple of flags on the play the Titans will be talking about. On 3rd and 7, Chris Carr's called for pass interference. Hey, this guy's the head of the competition committee. You know?
Yeah, whenever you see the cornerback don't complain about the call, that means he was wrong.
Yeah, he hooked him there.
So it's a fresh set of downs, and 6 plays later on 4th and 4 from the 30, the Jets decided to go for it instead of kicking a field goal, making it a 3-score game, and that's pass interference on Carr again.
Yeah, I didn't like this call. Interesting call.
And then 3 plays later, a 12-play, 7-minute drive capped off by Leon Washington, and the Titans lose their first game, handed to them handily by the now 8-3 Jets.
Picture perfect. But Brett Favre loves the giant slaying role. And what did he do? Completed his first 8 passes, 6 for 6 first drive. Jericho Cotchery takes the hitch, moves up 16 yards. Next play, Favre. Zing to Lavernius Coles, cross midfield. Then Favre, Coles, right on stride. It's a 21-yard gain, down to the 10. 2 plays later, Favre dumps to Thomas Jones, makes a move, now cuts back in, in the end zone. Jets lead 7-0 on a 72-yard opening drive.
Yeah, and let's take a closer look at this. DeBrickashaw, Ferguson, the rest of that offensive line, you get the block on the defensive end. Alan Faneca and Nick Mangold going to double down on Tony Brown. The timing of this has to be absolutely perfect. Thomas Jones looking for the football. Once he gets out and gets the football, he's going to make a cut behind the offensive line. You now, as an offensive lineman, want to get downfield, get to second and third level. They do a great job of it. Thomas Jones goes into the end zone.
Still in the first, and Kerry Collins and his receivers have been really so good. Remember that 21-point second half last week against Jacksonville? Lindale White. And then Collins will dump it to the rookie running back, Chris Johnson. Drop. And in the second quarter, it's Collins going to look for Justin McCann. Justin McCann's a drop. And then Collins looking for his tight end, Bo Scaife. He's a scapegoat. He drops it. He looked up too soon, Tom, and then we all do it.
Yeah, it turns upfield before he has the football.
So now third quarter, and the Jets are up 13-3. Chris Johnson running left, and when they pick up the first down, it's not all good because it's a fumble. And the Jets fall on a Titans challenge, but they lose it because it's out.
Well, great job of stripping the ball by the New York Football Jets and then getting on it.
Ensuing drive, 3rd and goal, make him pay. Favre, zing. 3 Titans there, but Lavernius Coles there. 20-3, the Jets. After my Baronis field goal makes it 20-6. The most versatile player the Jets have is little Leon Washington. Look at him go. He could go all the way. Chris Hope tried to keep Hope alive, but he couldn't make the tackle.
Well, great job of spotting the hole. Was designed to go through the A gap. He goes about 3 holes removed and a great run to the end zone.
So the Jets win 34-13 on a day in which the Titans allow their opponent to hold the ball for 40 minutes, on a day in which they allow their opponent to run for 192, most of it in the second half after Favre started out so hot. But look, the Tennessee Titans took it to November 23rd before they suffered their first loss.
Jay Cutler trying to win a 3rd straight road game. Cleveland a couple weeks ago, and then they won in Atlanta. Now they're trying to beat Brett Favre and the red-hot New York Jets, won 5 straight games. Jets' second possession of the game. This is a strange one. Jericho Cotchery can't handle the dipsy-do, and it seems like he falls on the ball.
We're trying to trick him and just play football.
But suddenly, Vernon Fox is running in. There's no whistle. Not only the Jets try to review this, but a fumble in the field of play, recovery of a fumble in the field of play is not reviewable. And the Jets couldn't challenge that Cotchery was down by contact because the officials on the field never ruled that Cotchery had possession of the football.
Crazy.
7-0 Denver, but the first play for the Jets after that,
give it to the guy.
Thomas Jones. It's just do what you do.
Do what you do. This is what has gotten you to where you are.
Thomas Jones, 59 yards, and with the run, Jones goes over 1,000 yards in the season, tied at 7. Next drive for Denver. Cutler to rookie Eddie Royale with cheese. 59-yard score.
Everybody thought he went out of bounds. He kept his feet. Big play for Denver.
Jets challenged that and lost the challenge. 14-7 Denver. 17-7 Denver when the Jets do what they do, hand the ball to Jones. And this is another wild sequence. It seems that he's down by contact, but suddenly there's no whistle, and Jones is in the end zone for a touchdown. Denver challenged this.
Everybody stops after he goes down, but he's laying on the guy's back. He doesn't touch down.
You got to love his awareness of the game.
So the Jets are now down just 3, and this was a crucial sequence here as the Jets turn the ball over. Brett Favre throwing one over Lavernius Coles' head. Dre Bly with the gimme pick. So the Jets had a chance to not only maybe tie the game, but take the lead. Instead, Denver gets the ball back. With 5 minutes to go in the half, Tony Scheffler takes it down to the 2. And it's time for young Peyton Hillis, the rookie Razorback, with a career-best game. 129 yards on the ground, including that touchdown.
He might be young, but he is a big man, 250 pounds.
27-14, Denver's up at the half. Third quarter, Cutler trying to create.
Throw it away.
And he throws it at Dwight Lowry.
Wrong guy.
First pick for the rookie out of San Jose State. Denver comes away with no points. So the Jets have some new life. They just are 2 touchdowns away from the lead. Now here's little Leon Washington getting larger.
When you're having problems offensively, get the ball in the hands of your playmakers and allow them to do what they do.
34-yard gain, 5 plays later. It's 3rd and goal. Favre runs out of time. Elvis Dumerville knocks it away. Jets recover. That leads to 3 points. It's a 10-point game again. Jets next possession. 3rd and 8 from their own 38. Favre moves the chains with Chancey Stuckey. 4 plays later, it's on the Broncos 39, and Eric Mangini decides to go for it on 4th and 3. Favre looks left, looks back right, tries for more than the first down. Cotchery has it and can't hang it.
You got to make that catch.
Seemed like he had it in his hands, and on the way down, the defender knocked it out of him.
Jets turn the ball over on downs. 5 plays later, 3rd and 2. It is Brandon Stokely wide open. Jay Cutler, 357 yards passing. The Broncos are 7-5.
Has gotten 300 yards against the Steelers. Now, Broncos at the Jets. Fireman Ed, disguised as, I don't know, he's with Seth Markman, our producer, is in the stands with him. Then could Thomas Jones get another touchdown, 6 in a row? Meanwhile, Jericho Cotchery falls on the ball, but wait a minute, play not whistle dead. Vernon Fox, slow like a fox. This was a strange play, Tom. Denver touchdown.
Well, the officials never ruled that the ball was in his possession of the Jets, and the Broncos come up and pick it up for a touchdown.
Well, Eric Mangini challenged it, but not going to work. Then you see it. That's Thomas Jones on another strange play. On the handoff, he's never down, really.
Yeah, he rolls over Kenny Peterson's body. The elbow's not on the ground. His body's not on the ground. He runs for a touchdown.
Down 17-14, but then Peyton Hillis with a touchdown, and the Broncos lead 24-14. Hillis, 129 yards rushing. Brett Favre, incomplete to Brad Smith. In the rain, Brett struggled. 4th and 1, play action, problem. There's no play. And it falls short of the first down, does Brett. Remember, the Jets had won 5 in a row. Later in the 3rd and goal for the Jets. Elvis Dumerville from Louisville knocks the ball out. Jets recover, settle field goal. Down 10, 27-17. Favre incomplete to Cotchery. Favre on 4th and 3, plenty of time. Uncorks one to Cotchery. Cotchery can't catchery, at least on this one. And then the Broncos get rid of it. Jay Cutler firing all day to Brandon Stokely. And the Broncos, but the Broncos had 484 yards against the Jets, a team that just came out and smacked Tennessee, a team that won 5 in a row, and Denver's Jay Cutler threw for 357 as Denver, a 3-game stranglehold in the AFC West. The Jets lost the chance to open up ground.
Jets are out in San Francisco. after losing to the Broncos at home last week, taking on Mike Singletary's team, which won in Buffalo last week, first quarter. Sean Hill came out firing away to Dominique Ziegler, sixth play of the drive for the Niners at the end of the first quarter, 31-yard pickup 2 plays later. Sean Hill to Jason Hill, who fumbles it, but Joe Staley is on the ball.
Great hustle by the offensive lineman.
Big guy from Central Michigan, Chippewas. He's got a touchdown, Joe Staley.
Big man celebrating. 7-0, Niners on top. That's your score in the second quarter. Brett Favre, 3rd and 4, moves the chains with Chancey Stuckey. Nice grab and run after the catch.
The one and only third down conversion in this game. They're 1 for 10 on third downs today.
6 plays later, Favre finds nobody open, so he calls his own number.
Get in there. It's only the first touchdown he scored since 2006.
Jets tie the game at 7. Next Niners possession, though, Sean Hill from midfield finds Vernon Davis, who's come a long way since being sent off from this field by his head coach in Singletary's first game as coach there. And 7 plays later, the inconvenient truth pops it in the end zone, 14-7, Niners up. Third quarter, that's your score. Second drive of the half for the Niners. Sean Hill moving the Niners again to the plus side of the field. This time the Jets defense makes a play. David Bowens picks it off. 4 plays later, Thomas Jones turning that pick into points.
He's Mr. Bread and Butter for this team right now. We've got to run the football with this guy.
Single season record, 12th rushing touchdown. Tied at 14. Joe Nedney, after kicking a field goal to go up 17-14. Here's the Jets' biggest playmaker of them all, Leon Washington.
Why are we showing this?
Because it's not a big play, even though it looks like one. There's a flag on this 99-yard kickoff return. Instead of the Jets being up 21-17 and playing defense with the lead,
Ed says bring it back.
James Ehad Igbo.
Ehad who?
Igbo.
He had him some
That's a call that. That looks like a good block. He's inside. He's got his hands inside. You have to call that.
Oh my goodness. The Jets would then go 3 and out. And then the 5th play of the ensuing drive for the Niners, Michael Robinson, 14-yard gain. That was a huge holding call.
Great holding call.
5 plays later, Sean Hill to Bryant Johnson.
That was a heck of a
28
drop,
completions.
Dan.
He spread the ball around to all of his receivers.
Is that a 10-step drop?
Phil Simms says it was the first 7-step drop inside the 5-yard line he'd seen all year. 2 possessions later for the Jets. Favre needing some sort of prayer to be answered, and it's not. The Jets have lost 2 games in a row since handing Tennessee its first loss of the season, and now the Jets really need to get some work done before the end of the season to win the division.
Strange things, perhaps. Brett Favre, he's 11-1 lifetime against the 49ers, all those games as a Packer. But on this day, he also did something we very rarely see. Brett Favre is going to run for a touchdown. We're tied at 7. That was Dustin Keller holding off Michael Lewis there. Then Sean Hill playing quarterback these days for San Francisco to Frank Gore. First down on 4th and 1. The Niners gamble, payoff. 3rd and goal. Gore with the swing pass, touchdown. And so 14-7, the Niners have the lead. Now 3rd quarter, Gore up the middle, but he comes off limping. Would be carted off, would return to the sideline, which was a good sight, but would not play. Later in the 3rd, 2nd and 6, Niners. Hill picked off by David Bowens of the Jets. And as he's run out of bounds, Hill, Isaac Bruce trying to get on the same page, apparently. Jets, after the turnover, give it to Thomas Jones. Jones, a franchise-tying 12th rushing touchdown. Franchise-tying 14th overall touchdown. Tied at 14. Up 17-14, Sean Hill. Bryant Johnson. Wow. These are the Niners. These look like, well, the Niners look like they once upon a time did. And they're up 24-14. Paris Harrelson, Roderick Green, the sack for Mike Singletary's squad. The Niners are 3-3 with Mike Singletary as their interim head coach. And the Niners stun the Jets 24-14. Brett Favre, 20 of 31 for 137. Niners had the ball for 40 minutes.
The Tatanka in the Meadowlands. The Bills taking on the Jets. There's a three-way tie in the AFC East. J.P. Lossman starting in place of Trent Edwards. Brett Favre for the New York Jets. Early on, the Jets were all aboard the Hattiesburg Express. 3rd and 1, and look who's free and running.
Look at him go. He's going to blow a gasket.
No. Favre picking him up, put him down. What do you think of this juke, Dion?
Never been mistaken for Michael Vick.
Look at this juke.
Watch this move. High step. Oh, yeah.
He should have held it up.
He's icing his hamstrings right now.
3 plays later, a more conventional run for the Jets. That's Thomas Jones' franchise record 15th touchdown of the season. Jets take a 7-0 lead. After a fake punt, that cagey Dick Duran gave a fresh set of downs to the Bills, and Marshawn Lynch made the most of it.
This is what the Jets haven't been doing very well. Tackling. Get to the ball and bring them down. Too many long runs.
They couldn't do it all day. 35-yard run led to the first points of the game for the Bills, 7-3. Next possession for the Jets. Favre, all sorts of time. Lavernius Coles.
You give Brett Favre that much time, he will pick you apart.
Gain of 20 on the play. 5 plays later, Favre caps off an 11-play drive with this strike to Jericho Cotchery, 14-3 Jets. And just when you thought the Jets were pulling away in their next possession, Old Mo took off a green shirt and put on a white one as Coles can't corral this one and then eventually tips the ball up in the air with his foot for Paul Posluszny to pick off.
Good things happen when you get to the ball, Coach.
Yeah, you got defenders coming in that direction all over the place. This is going to get picked by any number of people.
Right off of Coles' heels, and then 9 plays later, J.P. Lossman turns that into points.
He's pretty athletic.
Touchdown, 14-10. After the Jets go 3 and out, Eric Mangini watched Roscoe Parrish return 156 yards on a punt. And suddenly the Bills were on the doorstep again, and Lossman finds Steve Johnson to bust it down. 17-14, Bills take the lead, but there was enough time left in the half for Leon Washington to make another big play.
Leon Washington out of the backfield, returning punts, returning kickoffs, blocking. This guy's a complete football player.
9th play of 40 or more yards on the year for Washington. That leads the league. Jets up 24-20 in the 4th quarter. Halfway through the final quarter, Marshawn Lynch, 9 of his 127 yards. Next play, Fred Jackson does Marshawn one better by taking the entire Jets defense in the end zone. Bills on top, 27-24, leading to one unhappy Gilmore. Mangini can't believe it. He's watching this team in this season circle the drain as Marshawn Lynch picks up the first down. All the Bills have to do is pick up one more first down and the game's over. And right before the 2-minute warning, they decide to throw it. Abram Elam blows up the play, and Sean Ellis picks it up.
The scoop and score for a big guy. Usually they go down and recover it. He picks it up for the winning touchdown.
Another miracle at the Meadowlands. Somebody's got to hose down Fireman Ed. I can't believe it. Why are they passing the ball? I'll take it, though.
Good strip.
Ball is loose.
Sir Cherner, he's going to replay that play call over and over in his mind tonight.
Lossman with one last chance, the Hail Mary pass, picked off by Kerry Rhodes. So the Bills had the Jets dead to rights, but the Jets rise from the ashes Sunday. They are 9-5, still atop the division.
Distant memory. Brett Favre and the Jets trying to get their sea legs back. And speaking of sea legs, Favre bootleg. Look at this. Who says he's 39 years of age until the kick returner, Leotis McKelvin, eventually tracks him down?
Yeah, and Brett Favre doesn't do a lot of this, but a nice bootleg fake puts the ball on the outside away from the defender, and he's pretty happy about that.
Sets up a Thomas Jones touchdown. Then Favre to Jericho Cotchery touchdown, and the Jets are going to make this a laugher. 14-3 in the first quarter. Now, second quarter, same score, midfield, Favre for Lavernius Coles. Doink! And into the hands of Paul Posluszny. The Bills get a break on a ball that was catchable.
Yeah, Lavernius had a play on the football. This is one of those that stays in the air long enough for the Buffalo Bills to get it come through with a pick.
And J.P. Lossman, who started a quarterback, the Bills finally scored a touchdown, make it 14-10. But little Leon Washington, look at him go. Minute left in the half. He may be the most valuable player on the team. 47 yards for a touchdown, and the Jets regain the lead.
Yeah, Leon Washington is the single back. Damian Woody at right tackle going to go get a block on the strong side linebacker. Brandon Moore also going to get a block on the middle linebacker. And Alan Faneca, one of the greats of this game, pulls and gets another interior lineman. They open up a huge hole for Washington, and he is quick through it.
21-17 the Jets. Now third quarter, Brett. Pump fake. Fires it. Double coverage. Picked off by Terrence McGee, who now puts a good return on it. And the Bills are in Jets territory. And on the sidelines, as Favre wonders, Coach Mangini, Bills down 24-20, ball at the 11. Look at this run by Tom's third cousin, Fred Jackson. In a game in which Marshawn Lynch had 100 yards, that's a power run from Jackson, and Buffalo leads 27-24. 3rd and 8, Jets. Favre overthrows Dustin McKellar. High and incomplete, the Jets punt. 2 minutes to go. Abram Elam, look out! Lossman fumbled. Sean Ellis in the headlines last week for the wrong reason, in the headlines this week for the right reason. Rolls his way into the end zone. Touchdown. The Jets lead 31-27.
Yeah, Elam, great job of tracking the quarterback, and Ellis, a great job of eventually scooping it up.
And then the Bills, could they have a little magic? Lossman forced out of the pocket. Darrelle Revis makes the pick. And actually, Buffalo will get the ball one more time. And on the last play of the game, you can't fault a Hail Mary for a pick. But the fact is, last 2 minutes, 3 Bills turnovers. The Jets stop that losing streak. They go to 9-5, beating the Bills 31-27 in a game that obviously could have gone either way. Buffalo falls to 6-8. Afterward, the Jets say, we won it.
This is a gimme, right? Right?
Not with Mike Holmgren there.
In his last home game, in the middle of the worst snowstorm in Seattle in the last decade. Well, how about that for a setting for the Jets to try and keep pace with the rest of the AFC East and the rest of the conference? I mean, the Ravens won 2 on Saturday Night Football. Brett Favre struggled, along with the entire Jets offense, not just in the first half where he's sacked by Brandon Meebane on 3rd and 3, but then he's picked by Josh Wilson on the next drive. Only 89 passing yards in the first half for Favre. Meanwhile, Seneca Wallace had no problem at the end of the half.
Nice turn.
Avoids the rush, finds Courtney Taylor, nice 9-yard gain laying out. And then the next play finds his talented rookie tight end, John Carlson, making a play.
64U corner, halfback flat, touchdown for the rookie from Golden Domer.
I love it when you talk technical, Steve. 4th quarter now, Jets down 10-3. It's serious time now. I mean, this is getting a little tight for the Jets. Favre goes for Lavernius Coles on 3rd down.
We're looking for a flag.
Doesn't get it.
I don't know why. It's a badly unthrown ball.
So Jay Feely from 45 yards out just to get some points for the Jets. It's up, and it's good if only the Jets had gotten the kickoff in time. Would you believe it's delay of game?
Delay of game.
So Mangini, even though the ball looked good from 55, decides to punt instead of trying from 50.
Kicker wants to kick it again.
The Jets would need those points later. 3 minutes to go now. Needing some Favre magic in the worst way. And Favre sacked.
Under duress all day, Coach.
He's got 41 4th quarter comebacks, but now he's backed up after the sack. Favre over the middle. Gets much of it back to Lavernius Coles for 13 yards. 3rd and 4 from the Jets 20. Favre looks for Brad Smith. All sorts of day. Incomplete. So Mangini down a touchdown with 2:21 to go.
Let's go.
They do. 4th and 4. Favre from the Jets 20. Perhaps the Jets' playoff life on this throw. Coles has it, and they can't corral it.
Great knock throw. It out the last minute.
Kelly Jennings knocks it loose. Oh, my.
By Jennings.
And Mike Holmgren and the Seahawks hand Brett Favre a troubling, concerning loss, as the Jets, since going to Tennessee, has really taken a dive, as have the numbers for Brett Favre, which means offensively, the Jets aren't getting it done, and now the Jets need help to get in the playoffs.
And this would be it. Introduced before the game. You never see a coach have that happen. And he and Brett Favre made music together in Green Bay, winning a Super Bowl, getting to another one, talking before the game. And he knows throws like this. Favre, first drive of the game to Jericho Cotchery, and then he makes something happen. Classic Favre here, Tom, with a whap! Right? Eventually, whap! To Lavernius Cole.
Yeah, you watch him step up in the pocket. He has nowhere to go with the football, but he keeps his eyes up, flips it underhand, completion to Coles.
Jets get to the 2 or 3 yard line. They just kick a field goal, 3-0. Largest snowfall they've had in Seattle in 10 years. What an odd day, right? Favre, Holmgren, snow. Will Heller, it's a fumble. And Darrelle Revis, well, you know, you're 3-11. You do these things, fumbling in your red zone going in. Jets take over. 3rd and 7. Favre, and this one changed it. What? The duck intercepted by Josh Wilson, who had a big game for Seattle. He had 2 picks. However, 3rd and goal to 10. Leonard Dreamweaver. Oh, no, it's a fumble. And the Jets recover. And Coach Holmgren's, no, not on this day. Not the final home game, but Seneca Wallace. How would he escape the pressure? Does it to Courtney Taylor. You know, and Seneca's looked pretty good, Tom. Here's the rookie tight end, John Carlson from Notre Dame, and the Seahawks take a 7-3 lead in the half.
And that's a really nice throw and catch, quarterback wide receiver.
3rd and 7, 4th quarter, Favre down 10-3. Underthrows, good coverage, but underthrows Coles. Coles won a pass interference. No. Jay Seamy Feely hits a 45-yard field goal, but the play blown dead. It is delay a game, and Coach Mangini decides, let's not try a 50-yarder, let's punt. And although the punter certainly does the job inside the 10, Feely says, I wish we could have tried it. So the score remains 10-3. 12th man dressed up as a snowman in Seattle. And then, Jets with the ball back. Favre to Coles, but broken up by Josh Wilson.
Ball also a little bit underthrown.
Very next play, 3rd and 7. Wilson on the blitz. And Favre is sacked with a loss of 13 yards. Later in the 4th, can Brett Favre lead a comeback against his mentor? 3 minutes to go. Darryl Tapp doing the tap dance, right, Tom? And then Favre on 4th and 4. To Lavernius Coles, and when it's there, it's broken up. Coles can't hold on.
Yeah, this nice throw by Brett Favre. Coles looks like he has a couple opportunities to catch it, but you know, let's give the defense some credit for getting the ball out.
And by gambling deep in the territory, Seattle's able to kick a field goal, 13-3, and the coach and the quarterback. One more time, we thought both might be gone last year. Remember when the Packers won at Lambeau and Holmgren went in with Seattle? This time he turns the tables for an emotional day for the coach and a mind-numbing loss for the Jets.
Hey, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But all you can do is give your best. All right? Love you guys. Let's go score on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sure.
Hey, that's a heck of a pep talk. Works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't.
Well, what didn't work out was this far
What kind of pep talk was that?
You mean you wouldn't be fired up with that?
No.
I mean, Favre, you know, you've seen a lot of Mangini head looks like that. Certainly in this game. 2nd quarter, after the pick, though, Chad Pennington in a revenge mode on the day gives it back as he's sacked by Brian Thomas. Jason Trusnick making a name for himself gets the ball, and 8 plays later, Favre to Lavernius Coles. First points of the game. It is a touchdown. First down, shell across, go to the pylon for the touchdown. And the Jets miss the extra point. 6-0 Jets on top. 2 possessions later for the Dolphins, 3rd and 5 from their own 45. Pennington seemingly dead to rights, but he scrambles away, and Anthony Fasano, he finds him for a first down.
Great awareness, knowing where all of your targets are in checkdowns.
And then 3 plays later, Pennington goes vertical to Ted Ginn.
This is something Chad Pennington is not known for. He's known for throwing between the numbers, but he has the ability to go deep as well.
And that's the man who went with Favre instead of him back in the preseason, and Pennington's on top 7-6, 2 minutes to go in the half. Here's Favre. Rolling out.
Make the tackle.
Philip Merling, a pick six, 14 Dolphins points in just 15 clock seconds. And Favre, trying to make the tackle, seems to hurt his shoulder.
Looks like he tries to strip the ball out of here, and he misses, obviously, and he jams that right shoulder on the turf.
You know, it's a thrown arm with a lot of miles on it. It's maybe not as healthy as led to believe publicly, but Favre holding it, comes back out with less than a minute to go in the half and finds Coles over the middle, and this led to 3 points before the half, so the Jets have some momentum going to the locker room, even though they're down 14-9. Second half we go. Dolphins open in possession, they're punting. They're punting, and now they're running the other way. Brandon Fields finally corrals it after the punt goes over his head. A rare turnover on downs for the Dolphins, and 5 plays later, little Leon's getting larger in the end zone. Jets go for 2 after that and get it, so they're back with the points. 17-14, flea flicker. Next Dolphins possession, Pennington deep to Ginn, who makes a play.
This is the big play receiver that Ted Ginn has to be. That's why they took him so high in the draft a couple years ago.
5 plays later, Pennington, nice touch pass to Fasano to go on top, 21-17.
The ball was thrown outside. He turned all the way around to relocate that thing. What a great concentration on the catch.
Pennington, 22 of 30 for 200 yards, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns on a very important day for him. And then the Jets have a punt blocked. This led to 3 more Miami points, so the Dolphins are up a full touchdown with 9 minutes to go, and Favre needing some magic on 2nd and 22. Chancey Stuckey spins inside and picks up the first down, move the chains. 5 plays later, 3rd and 10 again. Favre, Coles, first down, gets out of bounds, move the chains again. Next play, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins, 29. Quick snap, Favre, pick.
I can't put all that one on Brett right now. Coach, there's a hot read. He's trying to get it to his hot receiver, and it went straight through his hand.
Oh, boy. 3rd pick of the day for Favre. 17 ticks to go. Favre's first completed pass of his career was to himself. His last cock of the arm in the NFL may just be an illegal forward pass.
Paid for that one.
Taking a hit. The only thing missing from these final moments was the Stanford band, but it was sweet music for Tony Sperano. The Dolphins win the AFC East, and Brett Favre could be done.
What a story at the Meadowlands. Chad Pennington 3 times in 8 years as a New York Jet quarterback had taken that franchise to the playoffs. Now he is playing against Brett Favre.
If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All you can do is give your best. All right? Love you guys. Let's go score on 3. 1, 2, 3, score!
And so here we go. First quarter, Meadowlands, no score. Favre back to pass. One thing about Miami, well, that's just an overthrow, but tight coverage. Andre Goodman says it, and you can read lips. Eric Mangini, the Jets coach. What? Why are we doing that? What? Just out of sync again. Tom, you called it. New wrinkles.
Yeah,
the Wildcat.
Yeah, they run the Wildcat, run the reverse back to Chad Pennington, goes to his second read, Ricky Williams down the sideline, and you plan it, and it's not executed. Drop right there by Ricky Williams.
So the break for the Jets makes Miami punt. No score, second quarter. He is hit, Chad Pennington, by Brian Thomas, his one-time teammate. It's a fumble. They still have 6 pages in the media guide, the Jets media guide for Chad Pennington.
Yeah, but something that they haven't done, a couple of turnovers for the Dolphins. They don't usually lose the battle of the turnover.
Jason Trisnick recovers the ball. Favre to Lavernius Coles. Coles going to turn it upfield. The Jets have a lead, but they miss the extra point. 6-0, the Jets. Here comes Miami. It just seems Chad Pennington in the Meadowlands for Miami. What a player. Anthony Fasano's turned out to be. Great job by Pennington keeping the play alive. Then, later in the drive, and he may not be the player that Terry Glenn was, but I think if young Terry Glenn with Bill Parcells, Ted Ginn Jr.'s become a player, Tom.
Yeah, giving him that same kind of speed and taking people deep down the field. Take a look at the replay. Watch Ronnie Brown picking up the blitz. And those are the things that make these kinds of plays possible.
7-6 Miami. Now Favre back to pass, and oh no, Philip Merling picks it up, and look at the big fella score with the miscue. 14-6 Miami.
And watch his ball handling, Boom. Put it to the outside, away from Favre, bring it back to the inside. away from the running back. Not bad ball handling for a big guy.
And Favre holding his arm stays in game 14-9 Miami at the half. Now third quarter. Whoop! Over the head of Brandon Fields. And he falls on it in the open fields, but the Jets get great field position at the 28-yard line. And their best weapon, quick snap, Leon Washington. Look at the little fella go. Touchdown, they go for 2, get it, 17-14 Jets. Now, it's not a wildcat, but it's a flea flicker. And Pennington tosses to Ted Ginn, who comes in front of 2 defenders. Then, later in the drive, Pennington, play action, freezes the Jets for a moment. To Fasano, touchdown, 21-17 Miami.
Yeah, take another look at this from the quarterback's viewpoint. What great concentration by Fasano. Catch the ball, stay in bounds.
Now it's 24-17. Favre trying to make it happen, and they try to throw a quick play, but Andre Goodman is a great man. If you're a Miami fan, he's a bad man for Eric Mangini and the Jets. And Wayne Huizenga endured 1-15 a year ago. Tony Sperano, Pepe's and Sally's Pizza for everybody from New Haven, Tony's hometown, West Haven. The Dolphins have won 10 more games than they did a year ago, tying an NFL best from 1-15 to 11-5 and AFC East champs.